everyone, it's Nicole and welcome to Mix It Up Monday. This is just week 27. I only managed to get 1 week done this week, and it's from June 28th to July 4th. So at least I'm done half the year, so I'm thankful for that. Now, this is the week, of course, that is of Canada Day and also Independence Day, July 4th in the States. And we kind of managed to be in both countries this year for both holidays. So for July 1st, we were in Canada. I didn't get to do much. I had to work, but we did manage to see some fireworks from where I work because we're up high in a building. So we did see the fireworks a little bit. And then on July 4th, we drove to the States and we got to our campground and we kind of drove by and saw the festivities and what we needed, to go shopping and get groceries and that kind of stuff. But it was still, you could still just feel the festivities, and it was a lot of fun. We had a good time, and we went to a restaurant for supper and all that stuff. So that's the week I'm gonna document, and I'm gonna do it in red and white. And so I've already pre-chosen my cards, and I have all my pictures pre-printed so that when I get to these weeks, all I have to do is grab them and go. And that saves a lot of time. And I choose a color palette and I go with it. Now you can see I have a whole bunch of labels. These labels are from sticker sheets from October afternoon, jelly bean soup, whatever. Whenever I see a sticker sheet that has labels on it, I usually purchase it, and usually they're pretty cheap. They're about $1.99, $2.99. And also there's a lot of October afternoon, those little tidbits and stuff. And sometimes you'll find them on Crafty Steals too, where they'll have a whole bunch for like $6 that they're, 6 packages of them, and they're usually like $3 to $5 each. So it's a really good deal if you can get it on Crafty Steals. I think there was some last week or the week before, and I always order them because I use them over and over, and you layer them differently so they look different. And sometimes I'll use the side that has the words, and sometimes I don't. So it makes it all look different. So it's very shortly after I kind of spread the pictures, I'm going to start gluing everything down. And how I had it arranged, I tried to, which normally I don't, but for some reason I wanted to for this layout, I arranged them in sort of the order that they happened. I didn't have I could have put the flash, I guess, the first one, because I started watching that week. And then it was Canada Day, and then the rest of the pictures are actually on July 4th. Our trip, because it took us 8 hours to drive to where we were going in North Conway and in the White Mountains. And then the last picture is as we were driving through it, I was taking pictures of, the activities that were going on in the park. So this card here has a little flag, and I'm just gently cutting because I don't want to mess my my cutting mat. And I mean, that's what it's for, but I find once you get a lot of cuts in them, they get dirty looking, and I like it to stay nice and clean because I have a mat that I use for mixed media, and I cover this one so it doesn't get dirty. Now, I've printed all my photos to about, some of them are about 2x3. I think most of these actually are all 2x3, and these two here I'm going to keep together. And the last card was perfect because it has sort of that postal look, and it's also like the American flag colors. So it's red, white, and blue. And so I'm going to put it with the pictures of when we were in the States and the festivities that, we could see in the park. And these puffy stickers are from Pink Fresh Studios, and I'm going to use a couple on here. One of them said, "Let every day sparkle," and I thought that was cute because the first picture is of my daughter and Mason's mom and Mason, and they had sparklers for him on Canada Day, and they did a bonfire and all that stuff. So he had a bunch of fun. He was and they told him about Canada Day and what it was, and his kids these days are just so bright. And when I saw him after, he told me all about Canada Day, and I just thought that was so cute. um, that Well, first of all, that my daughter talks to him like he's an adult. So she explains everything to him, and he just listens like he's an adult too, so which is good, right? I mean, he has his kids moments, and that's perfectly fine. And man, does he love to talk on the phone. Oh my goodness, he can talk and talk and talk, and this is how he ends most of his phone calls with me is, love you, Mammy. And then he says, as he's hanging up, I'll text you later. Now, you can't say that didn't come from, us saying, I'll text you later, or his mom or whatever. But it's funny that they catch on to that. And he knows what it means too. I'll text you later. But it's just so cute. So that's the kind of stuff that, for me, the project life, I can document a little bit here and there and really get into those little stories. And some of those stories I like to make them on a big page spread and even go into more detail. So I took out my skinny alphabet from Doodlebug in the black, and I'm going to use those to write week 27. And then I also took some mini market stickers in the cream and red, and I'm going to write down Canada Day. And then I took the Teresa Collins, those tiny stickers, and I'm going to write out Independence Day. Okay, I just had to stop the recording for a bit there. I didn't know if you could hear my husband and my son wrestling in the other room. They were getting pretty loud, so I don't know. I think I need to put a light out there, but I don't think a light would work. I think I would have to do a sonar thing before I start so that they know that I'm recording. But anyway, just being boys, eh? So here I'm going to take the Teresa Collins tiny stickers and I'm going to write Independence Day. And then I found that the other alphas, which although I really liked them, they didn't stick out very much. So I'm just going to take a pen and just outline all around the letters. And not around each letter. I just kind of took it that it was a whole sort of, a chunk of letters, and I outlined around the whole thing. Now, when I opened up that little package, it was a whole bunch of red embellishments, and to kind of put some contrast in there, that's why I'm adding some of the titles with the black alphas. And soon I'll be stamping the date too of that week with some black ink and a roller date stamp. Here I go right now. So what I like is on the envelope, I put the week that it is. I put the week 27, but I also put down what it covers in that week 27. And I do that when I print all the photos, and it saves a lot of time. Now, I think I have one more week prepared, and then I'm going to have to get back to the drawing board, and I'm going to try and print from now on maybe 10 weeks at a time, just because I don't have a lot of time to put into it, but I don't want to fall any further behind than I am. Now, I've been trying to do at least, 2 or 3 weeks per videos, but it didn't work for this week. But last week I kind of wrapped up 4 weeks in one, so it shouldn't put me too far behind to have just done 1 week this week. Now I took some enamel dots from my stash, and that's another thing that I got on Crafty Steals here in the last couple of weeks. I got some more enamel dots, and they were really cheap. I think I got like 8 packages for $6.99 or something like that. And even with the $5 shipping, it still ended up being way less than it normally is, at $5 a package. So I'm putting the enamel dots on the American white and American one. I put red, white, and blue. On the Canadian Canada Day card, I put red and white. And then there next to our SUV and our travel trailer or tent trailer. I put 8-hour drive because that's how far we went the first day, was 8 hours, which was really fun to know that, because we want to do the White Mountains again, and to know that they're that close was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to know that we were that close, because to us 8 hours is not a long drive at all, and we feel like we can do it, quite often, and go, even if we don't do Mount Washington every time we go, even if some other mountains, a lot of rock climbing or mountain climbing and stuff will be fun. So the top card, I just put that Mason was a little patriot, and then with the flash, I put love it, watch the whole season in a few days, and that pretty much finishes up this spread. And if you want to find out more about my classes, just go visit NicoleJones911.com, and I'll have all the information there for you. So thanks for watching. Bye.